Hello everybody, I'm about to take a scooter ride from Metro Market here in BGC, Taguig, and I'm going to Rockwell to meet up with my friend Cameron to make a review of his new electric bike, so that should be interesting. I've already made a video review of one of his electric scooters, here's a link to that, and now it's going to be one of his bicycles, so let's see how that turns out.
The always congested streets of Manila require novel ways of transportation if you want to have any hopes of beating the traffic. For this reason, ride-sharing services are even more expanded here than in many other parts of the world, to include motorized scooters as well as pedicab tricycles. I, however, like to depend on my own mode of transportation. And for me to go around in this city in particular, nothing beats a portable electric scooter. Once you get past the initial purchase price, you will see that most of these scooters are a very cost-effective way to get around. All of them have very low maintenance costs, and all the money on commuter fees, parking and gasoline really adds up. With one of these, you can be more versatile than even with a gas-powered scooter, which can be seen skipping around the cars through traffic in every neighborhood. Without the need to waste money on gasoline, and in most cases the ability to go on a sidewalk as well as most places indoors, there is hardly any place where you can't take one of these with you as you travel.
So today I'm meeting up with my friend Cameron again, and I'm reviewing his Phyto electric scooter, which is kind of more like an electric bicycle without pedals. It's very small, sleek, stylish, and it's built like a rock. It's built really well. When you put your hands on it right away, you can tell that this is a quality product. It does not feel like a toy. It does not feel cheap or flimsy at all. The handlebars are made out of very good grippy rubber. All in all, it feels really solid. Like when you're turning it around or when you're lifting it up. Lifting it up, by the way, it's not that bad at all. It weighs 19 kilograms, so of course it's significantly heavier than my ride, my Xiaomi 365, but considering that it has a bigger battery, it's got a 10 AH battery, and it's got suspension on it also. The suspensions give you a really smooth ride, by the way. So all in all, the extra few kilograms that you get to carry is definitely worth it. You see where the power and performance comes from when you're riding this thing. Now, it has a 250 watt motor, similar to mine, but it works on a gear basis. So there are some improvements to that over my scooter, because when you're going up a hill, for example, you get a better pickup. But then because of the extra weight and the way that the motor is designed, it's on a flat surface, the pickup is a little bit slower. So turn this thing on, you have to use this controller, which also works as an alarm, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so when you see somebody is messing with it, when you have it parked, you can just turn on the alarm, and then people are gonna leave it alone, hopefully. You can of course also use it to lock and unlock your scooter, which is vastly important, because on most electric scooters like mine, for example, all you have to do is just press on the button and it's on. So basically anybody can just take off with it. Sure, there's an alarm system there as well, but it's not nearly as effective as having this one right here. Now, one thing that I really like about having a stand-up scooter is that you get to put your backpack with whatever stuff you're carrying right here in the front. But here, there's a better solution even, because there's a compartment right here where you can put all your stuff in here. And if you take off this child seat off, you could just put your weight of whatever you're carrying, like a laptop or whatever else, and just carry it in here. It's actually super convenient. This scooter also has a very comfortable kickstand, which obviously comes in very handy. And unlike some that when you put the kickstand on, it feels like the scooter or bike is going to just topple over, this one actually seems pretty sturdy. Seems to get the job done really well. Although I'm really happy with what I'm seeing with it so far. The two brakes in the front and back, the disc brakes, very, very effective. Look at that. Very good, powerful disc brakes, and I gotta tell you that the stopping power on this is great. Because the scooter is kind of small, I thought that it might be a little uncomfortable for me to ride it, but these footstoops over here make it pretty decent. You know, you just basically sit on it and it feels kind of decent. If I had to pedal though, if there were pedals attached to this, then that wouldn't do it for me, but that's not the kind of scooter that this is. That's coming up later. I'm actually also reviewing this Fido or Phyto, if you like, electric bike. This one has pedals on it, so basically if you can stomach pedaling in the heat here in Manila, then you can go as far as you want. But typically the operational range of this scooter, of this electric bike, is about 30 to 40 kilometers. But of course, if you pedal alongside with it, especially if you go uphill, then you'll be saving a lot of power that way. The battery here is 7.8 amperes, so it's a little bit lighter than the other electric scooter when it comes to that. But because the bike itself is bigger, overall it actually has the same weight of 19 kilograms. It costs 31,500 pesos, and it also has 2 disc brakes, one in the back and one in the front. Now it does not have suspension in the front, but it does have this air suspension in the back, and then you could also alter just how effective you want it to be. Got obviously inflatable tires, which are very easy to replace and easy to patch up if you get a flat. The bike itself is foldable. You fold it right here, and also you fold the steering wheel, and even the pedals fold. So it can actually be very ergonomic, and you can fit it in the back of a car or a trunk if you need to put it in there. So that's really cool. Now let's take it for a spin. Let's see how it actually rides.
Because so much of the battery power is drained each time you accelerate, especially from a starting position, I recommend using your own power to assist in getting you to your desired speed, and then let the electric motor take over as you cruise along. In this hybrid power system, you will find yourself being able to go a heck of a lot further without wearing out either yourself or the battery of your scooter. You will also give yourself a chance to do a little exercise as a bonus. This neighborhood in Rockwall is one of the nicest areas to roll around in on a scooter because of the smooth roads and plenty of other people on their own scooters, which makes you stand out less as you silently whiz by through the streets. Riding this electric bike felt very natural. It really took me back to my childhood when I spent countless hours in my free time riding around on my bike. The muscle memory kicked in almost immediately, and I felt completely natural on it in no time. Now here's a quick simple uphill test. This is not a very steep hill, but still a hill nonetheless. And of course, as I mentioned before, it's definitely better if you use your pedals when you're going up a hill to save the battery power and also to be able to accelerate faster. But this here is what the electric engine can do all on its own without any assistance. Considering that even the smallest and lightest electric scooter can typically get you at least 20 to 30 kilometers around the city on a single battery charge, this can be a good alternative for a great deal of commuters who travel to and from work every day, or even just going about some errands. All of these scooters come with relatively small chargers, which you can easily carry with you and charge your ride either overnight at home or while you're at work from a regular outlet. If by chance you do find yourself out of power before reaching your destination, or anything else happens like getting caught in heavy rain or getting a flat tire, which does happen sometimes, you can simply fold up your scooter and toss it in the trunk of a grab car or taxi. So no matter your transportation needs, personal style and preference, or budget constraints, there's an electric scooter option available for you. The 2 scooters I reviewed here are in the 30 to 40,000 peso range and can travel a good distance around the city at a safe 25 kilometers an hour speed limit. Both of them are light but durable, comfortable to ride while maintaining a compact design, and they're easy to maintain, and both come at an affordable price for the value you can get out of them. It's really hard to recommend one over the other, as they both have their own benefits that they bring to the table, but whichever one you choose, definitely look no further than EcoRide.ph for the best deal and the highest extended warranty available for them.
Well, the first impressions of riding the bike, I have to say, are very positive. I really like the way that you can switch between just using the battery power or using the pedals, or both. And then if you're going from a start position, then it's good to, kind of give it a kick by accelerating using your pedals. That way you get to save a lot of battery power, and also you get to accelerate faster. Because when it comes to acceleration, it leaves a little bit to be desired if you're going to be using it like as a regular bicycle or, or an electric scooter. But then once you get up to normal cruising speed, it keeps up at 25 kilometers an hour just fine. And considering that you have nice big wheels over here, you don't really need to have suspension in the front that much, because the large air inflated tires, they take the brunt of the bumps. When you're going over the bumps here in the suspension, it really works really well to dampen the blow of the bumps that you're going over. All in all, this is a really good, comfortable ride. One thing that I like over here also is that you have the different gears that you can switch into, the low, medium, and high. That's how much of a assist that you get from the electric motor. It also controls the maximum speed that you can go at. It ranges between 15, 20, and 25 kilometers an hour, but that really depends on how much power you want to save, how much power assist from the battery that you want to get. And the seat is quite comfortable. Good thing I like about it, unlike the other scooter, that you can actually raise it up and down. And for me, being a tall guy, this is very helpful. The seat is very comfortable, obviously replaceable. You can go a lot higher than this, although this is kind of half decent for me, but being a 6'3" guy, it's whoa, damn, I don't know if I need it that high. Look at that, no, that's, I'm not a giant, but yeah, I get the point. It can go up really high. So actually pedaling the bike would be really comfortable like that. Yeah, man, this is really good. It's like a...
Feels like a proper bike.
Feels like a proper bike.
Stem as well.
Yeah, the stem is also extendable, which is cool too, depending on how you want to lean it. Together with the pedal assist and the power that you get from the motor, it's really good. And also considering that the whole thing is foldable, so that you can just pack it up and put it in the trunk of a car, or just store it in your house without having it take up too much space, it's very beneficial. One thing that is kind of unfortunate here though, compared to the other scooter, is that there's no way to store your luggage or whatever you want to carry, because there's a compartment on this one that I showed before. That's very, very helpful. Here, there's no such thing, so if you're planning to carry something while you're riding around, you kind of have to just wear a backpack. But that's fine too. This is just a bike after all that has an electric motor in it. Very good package overall. Your comfort is going to vary on how you're going to be feeling sitting on each one of these scooters, depending on your size and weight, and your height, of course. So your center of gravity shifts a lot if you're going to be sitting up higher, but you still feel like you're very much in control of the machine. The machine does not control you. This bicycle also gives you different gear options for your pedaling. So if you're going up or down a hill, or if you're just trying to accelerate, then you can switch to a different gear. And the gear switch box actually works very well. It's smooth, because there are some other bikes that I was on that when you're trying to shift between gears, it kind of like gets stuck in between, and it doesn't give you like a precise shift every time. But this one, it does work very reliably. You get a very nice powerful blast of horn over here. Wow, that's loud. And you get a 5-point battery meter, which obviously gets very useful. Start and stop works by this button over here. Long press to turn it off, and long press to turn it on. So this is going to be an acceleration test. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, go. So having smaller tires definitely helps at acceleration. And now this is, I guess, maximum speed. So right now our speeds are basically matching, but because he had a faster acceleration, he's going up ahead right now. And let's see how it is going uphill. Yeah, so what I was saying about his motor having multiple gears, that definitely does help with going uphill, and we could see that here. Yeah, he definitely has an advantage going uphill, but guess what? I have pedals. So if I want to accelerate faster, I can just do that. for your personal preference and your style. And if you want to buy one of these scooters, the link is going to be down in the description below. They're going to be available through the website very soon, so you can look out for that. And there are, like I said, different models out there, different price ranges, so depending on what you're looking for, you're definitely going to find something that fits your needs. And if you get one of these scooters from EcoRide.ph, then you get a 1-year warranty. Because other competing websites and stores, they often give you either a 3 months or 6 months warranty. But if you want to get the full 1-year warranty, you have to go to EcoRide.ph.
I thought that both of these electric scooters were really great, as both of them provide a very comfortable ride, and both felt like they would be very reliable over a long period of time. If I had to pick just one though, it would be the D2S electric bicycle, because I like the ability to pedal your way to a much longer range and a faster acceleration when needed. That way you have a better control over how you get around. The Q1S, however, has a storage compartment to carry some of the things that I would otherwise have to carry on my back, so they both offer unique advantages. It all depends on your personal style. I hope that you have enjoyed my second ever attempt at making a review video. If you did find it useful, I would appreciate it if you would click on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you'll keep on getting more videos coming at you from the Time-Lapse Traveler.